Here's a review, reaction to, communication to possibly of Rabbi Matt Rosenberg of Restoration Seattle. Um, I guess let's call it a review of services you provide to the public. You're a religious leader, a holy man, a rabbi, and therefore you give people moral instruction and theoretically, and I say theoretically, through serving your people, your congregation, your flock, whatever you want to call them, you are serving God, but also theoretically you're serving humanity, which means you're serving me, my community as well. That's the theory. So also members of your congregation, namely Aybars and one other person whose name I forget, said they're going to sue me for slander or libel or whatever. But I am allowed to voice an opinion. I am allowed to speculate. I am allowed to use the First Amendment. Donald Trump hasn't shut down the First Amendment yet, although it definitely seems like he wants to selectively do it. But so I'm going to give you like a D minus for the service you provide to humanity and to me as a member of humanity because you are senior in rank to Ibars, my biological little brother, one of your rabbis, and I believe he ranks lower than you. He's your subordinate. Reason why I do this is he's been under your care for how long? Maybe a decade? Under your guidance and supervision. And I don't believe you've installed a conscience in him. He, I've detailed all the things that Ibars participated in and that were done to me in 2009, I believe it was. So that was like 11 years ago. Um, and during that time, he could have easily contacted me and said, I see that the things that I've participated in stopped you from communicating to your family, especially your mother, prevented you from grieving the death of your father. When you were at your lowest moment, economically, personally, I did not reach out to fix this situation. I did not help you financially, although it was very easy to do so, and got easier over the years as Ibars, your junior rabbi, is in charge of those dispersing those finances, or at least he was. And as the years went by, so you would think, based on your teachings of the Old and New Testament, the Bible, possibly the Talmud. I don't know if your particular branch of whatever you do gets into the Talmud. So who knows? Many Jews I know aren't that big into Talmudic Judaism. You may or may not have read it. You may have read all these holy books, and you may or may not have read ethics and theology of other religions. I recommend you do because, from what I can tell, yours is failing your chief student, your subordinate, Ibar. And so, yeah, I'm going to give you a D minus, mostly because I'm going to be generous. I should give you an F minus, but I'm going to be generous. I don't know you that well. I just know you by your actions, by their actions, by their fruits. Shall you know them? And fruits looking pretty rotten from where I'm coming from. So if you're a member of Restoration Seattle, the congregation and the Messianics, if you are part of the people that should be guiding him spiritually, yet appear to be ready to sue me, um, yeah, I I don't think Rabbi Matt Rosenberg has done a good job with Rabbi Aybars, Uckun. I don't think it's working. Something's wrong. You've some whole thing about the conscience and morality and ethics and, blessed are the peacemakers and, give unto Caesar's what is Caesar's. It's not working. I mean, now you've gotten one out of three of the Abrahamic faiths, okay? And but if you read the Quran, very much like the teachings of the Torah, and it mentions Jesus and Mary and by extension their teachings. So there's actually a lot of congruence and concordance. And then there are other religions. There's Zoroastrianism with its talk about the struggle between good and evil, light and dark. Maybe you should read some of those. Maybe you should read the Upanishads, read Shankara, read certainly read up on your Buddhism and Taoism. And oftentimes Buddhism and Taoism aren't even taught as religions, but merely as philosophies and moral systems. I've known many Muslims, Jews, and Christians that also call themselves Buddhists. It's a bit like saying I'm a Jew, but I'm also a Platonist, a Neoplatonist, or I'm a Jew, but I'm also Republican, or I'm a Jew and also I'm Democrat, because those are more secular uh, things, or philosophical things, or intellectual things. So maybe it could be your inability to teach this. It could be your ignorance of some of these moral principles. It could be that Aybars has made himself unteachable and you have presented him these things. I don't know. All I know is my health, my happiness, my legacy, the things that according to law and family that I should have received upon my father's death, to include truth, solace, communication, and information. I mean, those are very simple, cheap things that at any point during the whole time that Ibarch has been under your leadership and tutelage, he has not done. So until I see different, I'm going to give you a D minus. Talk about a sign from the heavens. I didn't do that on purpose, but maybe the whole cosmos agrees with me. You could do better. You could do better if you're a moral teacher, a leader, a holy man. Look within. Look within. It looks to me like you are failing to do your mission in life that you allegedly swore to do, because you're not, all I can think about when I think about you, your congregation, your religion, is that you, out of the blue, chose to participate in defrauding me, have an adversarial relationship with me, someone who is much, very helpless compared to you in terms of finances and resources. So yeah, if you can do your job better in a way that serves humanity and me being part of humanity, I ask for you to do so in the name of the God that you say you serve, not in the name of another person's interpretation of God, mine, someone else's, an actual Jew, an actual Christian, a Muslim, a Buddhist. Your God, in the name of your God, you should do a better job according to what you say you follow, the Bible, the Torah. Thou shalt not steal, bear false witness. I don't know. If you're doing it right, I don't see it. I'm using my First Amendment rights to voice my opinion on a service that you allegedly provide to humanity, and me being part of humanity, I claim my entitlement under the First American as under the First Amendment as an American. I claim my right to voice this opinion. You gonna sue me for that?